Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Ravens are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against the Dolphins offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Carry for Brian Hill. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 22-yard line.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
To throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green.
Back to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. He's got a man. Complete. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll roll him out right. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Again, they run with Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Plus formation. 3:19. 3:19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their cornerback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Some space here, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. They've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Lee's got it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down carry, it's Hill. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You got him! You got him!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Ravens on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Right there. 54, right there.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They send Stills in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Still. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. As they run the counter play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. And the wide out in motion. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Back to throw here. And Stills over the middle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Hill. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Ravens on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Hill. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
145, 3-man line. Okay, so this play is 3-man line. Okay, so this play is 3-man line. 6-man. Check girls.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Set, 140. 85.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So 2nd and 10 here. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's brought in left side by Tate. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Fighting through. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down now. Hill. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So now here come the Dolphins. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
140, 140.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And Parkey's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
There he goes right side. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Three-man line, okay? So just play a three-man line. 85.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They send Stills in motion. He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. First and goal here from the 9.
Watch the hot. Set. 391. Three-man line. Okay, so just play a three-man line.
They'll drop to throw. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Second and goal from, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
140.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd down following the run. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dante Hightower coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So for Baltimore, it will wind up a 500 season, as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they